Welcome to the second lecture video for OCAT Mathematics. You know the drill, 5 questions, and we will be discussing each one. You have also started a science lecture series last week. So kung hindi pa kayo nakapanood nun, you can view the videos so far in the restriction site profile page. Let's begin. If m over 24 is equal to 0.625, what is the numerical value of m? So this is just a basic algebra question. So algebra lang siya. Since m over 24 is equal to 0.625, we can multiply both sides by 24 para ma-isolate si m. So ilan yan? 24, tapos since we multiplied the left side with 24, we will be doing the same on the right side para balanced pa rin yung equation. Cancel, cancel. M is equal to 0.625 times 24, that's equal to 15. So the correct answer for number 1 is letter D, 15. Let's now proceed to the next question. I hope solid na yung foundation nyo sa algebra kasi if nahirapan pa kayo with these algebraic techniques, baka it's worthwhile for you to brush up on them kasi kakailanganin siya for higher math. And for number 2, which of the following groups of numbers are multiples of 6 between 81 and 100? So multiples of 6, ibig sabihin, we will just be looking for numbers na isa ang 6 sa factors niya. And ano ulit yung divisibility rule for 6, di ba? Yung divisibility rule for 6 ay dapat, it should be even. And second, it should be divisible by 3. So yan yung divisible by 3. So yan yung divisibility rule natin for 6, di ba? Tapos, how do we know if divisible siya by 3? We would know if divisible siya by 3 if the sum of all digits is divisible by 3. So for example, 93, kunyari, 93. So is 93 divisible by 3? So is 93 divisible by 3? Yes, kasi pag inad mo siya, 9 plus 3 is equal to 12 and 12 is divisible by 3. So this is divisible by 3. Pero is it divisible by 6? No agad, kasi 93 is an odd number. So ganun lang siya. It's just a question on your divisibility rule. So asan dito yan? Yung multiple of 6 or divisible by 6. 84 and 90 are both even numbers. So pasok siya sa divisibility by 2. Pero pasok ba siya sa divisibility by 3? 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 sa 84. 8 plus 4, that's 12. Divisible by 3. So check. 9 plus 0, 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So that's also correct. 86. 86 and 92 are both even numbers. So pasok sa divisibility by 2. Pero pasok ba siya sa 3? 8 plus 6, that's 14. 14 siya, so hindi na kasali. So 86 pa lang, hindi na siya divisible by 3. So B is not the correct answer. Tanggalin mo na yan. Dito naman sa C, all of them are even numbers. So pasok sa divisibility by 2. But for 3, check natin. 8 plus 4, that's 12. Pasok sa 3. 9 plus 0, 9. 9 plus 0, 9 divisible by 3. That's correct. Then 96, 9 plus 6 is 15. That's also divisible by 3. So actually, pasok pala si letter C. And since mas marami ang multiples dito sa C, we can already eliminate A. Kasi si A kulang ng 96. Okay? Tapos, si D naman, 86, 92, and 98 are all even numbers. kaya pasok sa divisibility by 2, pero sa 3 pasok ba siya? Sabi nga natin, 86 is not divisible by 6. Kasi 8 plus 6 is 14, and 14 is not divisible by 3. So this is already incorrect, making the entire choice incorrect. For letter E, 88, 94, and 100 are all divisible by 2, pero 88 is not divisible by 3 kasi 8 plus 8, that's 16. 16 is not divisible by 3, so this is already incorrect. So the correct answer for this item is letter C. So 84, 90, and 96 are the multiples of 6 between 81 and 100. Let's proceed to the next question. What is the value of m minus n when what is the value of m minus n over m plus n when m equals 1/3 and n equals 3/4? So this is just basic substitution. So isa-substitute lang natin si m at si n doon sa equation natin. This is m minus n over m plus n. And sabi sa question, m is 1/3. So 1/3 minus n, which is 3/4, over yung m natin ay 1/3. Then n natin is 3/4. Ayan. Tapos pwede natin siyang i-combine para mas madali tayong mag-divide. Yung LCD ng 1/3 and 3/4 ay 12. So 12 divided by 3, that's 4. 4 times 1, 4. Then 12 divided by 4, that's 3. 3 times 3, 9. And negative 9 siya kasi may negative symbol ka here. For our denominator, that would be 12 pa rin ang LCD. So 12 divided by 3, that's 4. 12 divided by 4, that's 3. 3 times 3, 9. Kaya in simplified form, magiging 4 minus 9, that's negative 5 over 12. Tapos, yung denominator mo naman, 4 plus 9, that's 13 over 12. And sabi diba, when you're dividing, it's just the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of the divisor. So in this case, that would be negative 5 over 12. And dividing that by 13 over 12 is just the same as multiplying it by 12 over 13. Kasi tinake natin ang reciprocal ng 13 over 12. Kasi diba in this case, our divisor is 13 over 12. And para ma-divide natin siya with negative 5 over 12, we will get its reciprocal. Then multiply. And if you're going to notice, pwede nating ma-cancel ito kasi magkabilang side, numerator and denominator, ang matitira ay negative 5 over 13. And saan yun dito? So kung makikita nyo yung choices natin naka-mixed fraction, so kailangan nating i-mixed fraction din ito. Negative 5, ay hindi pala. Nasa choice na pala siya. Joke lang. Ito na pala yun. Ayan, letter B. Hindi ko nakita kanina. Letter B is negative 5 over 13, and that's the final answer. So again, this is just a question of basic substitution. Sabi niya na m is 1/3, n is 3/4, kaya sinubstitute natin siya dun sa formula or dun sa expression na binigay sa atin. Then, you do the basic arithmetic. Yun na yun siya. So the correct answer is negative 5 over 13. Okay, let's now proceed to question number 4. What is the weight in kilograms of 26 sacks of sugar if 156 sacks weigh 12 kilograms? This is a basic ratio and proportion question. And sabi dito, 156 sacks daw weigh 12 kilograms. So we could expect na if 26 sacks na lang, the weight should be below 12. So sige nga, sabi dito, 156 sacks, 12 kilograms. So ilan daw ang 26 na lang? And let X be the weight of 26 kilograms, ay 26 sacks pala. 26 sacks. Ayan. Then, cross multiply, 156 times X is equal to 12 times 26 over 156 over 156. X is equal to 12 times 26 divided by 156, that's equal to 2. Therefore, ang weight ng 26 sacks ay 12 Rather, 2 kilograms. So 2 kilograms ang final answer. That's letter A. So again, that's just ratio and proportion. And take note na dapat reasonable yung magiging sagot mo. And in this case, reasonable naman kasi tingnan mo, 156 sacks ay 12. And kung 26 na lang ang pinapahanap, 2 na lang siya. So dapat bababa. And let's proceed to the last question. Ayan. Ano lang siya? Radicals. So meron kang square root of 64x raised to 7. And in order for us to simplify this, kailangan nating i-express siya. Kailangan natin siyang i-factor out. Remember na 64 is equal to 8 squared, di ba? 8 squared. Then x raised to 7, that's equal to x raised to 6 times x1. Kasi pag binultiply natin, remember your laws of exponent, when you multiply x raised to 6 and x raised to 1, that's equal to, so x raised to 6 times x raised to 1 is equal to x times 6 plus 1. Kasi i-add natin yung exponent, so x raised to 7 pa rin siya. And in this case, since the exponent of 8 is 2, we can take that out of the radical sign or of the square root sign, kaya magiging 8 na lang siya. Then x raised to 6, pwede rin natin siya malabas sa square root sign. And di ba, if square root, yung root niya ay 2. So paglabas ng 8, di ba? Paglabas ng 8, 2 divided by 2, 1. So 1 na lang ang exponent niya. Ito naman si x raised to 6, pag lumabas siya sa square root sign mo, madidivide din siya. So 6 divided by 2, that's 3. So 8 x raised to 3, and ang matitira sa loob ay yung 1 na x raised to 1. And hindi na siya makakalabas kasi kailangan niya ng at least 2 na exponent para makalabas. Yung exponent niya ay 1 lang, so yan na yun. Yan na yung simplest form natin. So asan yan? 8x raised to 3 times square root of x. Eto, letter E. 8x cube square root of x. Ayan, so I hope clear lahat ng explanation sa question na to, and see you on our next OPCAT Mathematics episode.